Range fans, we back out here for part 2 of the Tikka and the KRG Bravo with boat shims from triggershims.com. Now, this is just a day later. Do you all, for those that have seen the video, did you see all of the snow and the wind that was going on during that time? This is just one day later. Take a look, folks. I mean, one day later, it is now 50 degrees, no snow in sight, but the rain, storm, and thunderstorms are coming in on me. And we're going to try to get this one shot real quick. If you remember, the Tikka would not feed. We had the 4000s boat shim in the Tikka, and it would not feed with the Lapua Biathlon Extreme yesterday. And so therefore, I went home, I changed the boat shims out. You saw what it shot like with the Ely match and also the CCI standard velocity. I had to come back with the Lapua Extreme. I'm not sure how this thing's gonna shoot, but I've now have the 2000s boat shim. That's right, 2000s boat shim in it because the 3000s was a little tight. When I installed the boat shims, it's not scientific, folks, but I like to have the old thumb push down with very minimal pressure. Very minimal pressure and closing on an empty breech face. That's the way I like to tune it. And now I have validated that it does at least feed the Lapua Extreme. We know it'll feed the others. So therefore, we're going to put some rounds down range on the day at the range challenge target. You haven't seen that one in a while. For smallest groups, we have people from all over the globe that has entered that competition. And if you have not seen it, go over there. I mean, a long list of people, Australia, UK, US of A, from all different parts of the globe, having great camaraderie, talking plenty of trash, just the way I like it, folks, about who can shoot the smallest group. And we have the scores there. Them boys up at the top, they are serious business, Treefeller and some of the others. But anyways, that's what we're going to do today, part 2. Let's get at it. All right, folks, we got the old challenge target hung up down range, those diamonds. Yeah, you've seen them before if you've been over to dayattherange.com and checking out the old dayattherange.com call out and challenge. I mean, some of the best shooters from YouTube over there in that challenge, and some of the best from Rimfire Central in that challenge from all across the globe, folks, has taken part. I think we're up to 90, maybe 100 participants at this point. We're going to see if the Tikka and boat shims from triggershims.com with Lapua Biathlon Extreme is up to the task. You all know that I snuck this from Big Red. And by the way, if you saw the first episode, I said this was a crossfire. It is a Diamondback, a 6-24 Diamondback. Let's put this Diamondback from Vortex, this TikkaT1X, and this KRG Bravo stock on this beautiful Ransom Master Series rest to work. We got to get this done before the rain comes in, folks. All right, here we go. Oh, low and left. You guys always criticize me for not shooting flyers or spotting rounds first. I like to see what the rifle can do right out of the box. And that's 5. You know what? That's not bad. We're going to use the windage on the old ransom rest to move the rifle over. So handy. We're going to go for another 5 on that middle target. By the way, still 15 mile an hour winds today. Oh, come on, Tikka and Boat Shims. Come on. Show up for Big Daddy. Oops. Yeah, show up for the big fella. Let's go, folks. 2 more 5-round groups. Trying to beat this rain in today. Man, I tell you what, for you folks that think the wind doesn't matter, I shot at an indoor range with the CZ452 at 100 yards back before Christmas. And unfortunately, the range wouldn't let me bring any cameras in. They said for insurance purposes, so I couldn't share it with you all. But I tell you, indoor range, 100 yards with the CZ452, and I shot groups like that at 100 yards. So the wind absolutely does make a difference. It is constant wind, and it's variable. It's swirling quite a bit. Yeah, I'm making a lot of excuses, but it does make a difference. And to some of you that have told me to get wind flags, maybe 2023, it's time for me to get some wind flags. All right, let's go for that middle target. Last 5 rounds. It's interesting how I'm taking the same point of aim and the rounds land on different sides of the target. And that's wind, folks. Holy cow. Really, this wind really doesn't do the Tikka justice. Woo! Big gust of wind there. Maybe it does do the Tikka justice. I'm at 50 yards and shooting those kind of groups and this kind of wind. Maybe that does say something. I know one thing. I'm convinced that boat shims from triggershims.com do make a difference. I know I told you I was going home. We were going to shoot 4 groups. You know what? Let's put 10 more rounds and just finish off the target. Let's just finish off that target with 2 more 5-round groups. Oh, sprinkle, my camera's in the rain. Oh, folks, wish me well there. By the way, go over to dayattherange.com, folks. I don't ask for much. Go over to dayattherange.com. I don't ask for donations or anything. I want to give something back, not just in the content I create, but the missus makes some outstanding thermos. She puts her love and effort into it, some really beautiful thermos. If you want one, let me know. Go over to dayattherange.com. You can see those thermos over there. And by the way, if you want something special for you, maybe not with the Day at the Range stuff on it. You want some of your own engraving or some of your own logo. She'll put them on there for you. Hey, let's go. All right. We got to show out now. Good Lord. Now, The wind died down, and on those last two shots, really, really tight, close together, and almost dead center where the point of aim was. That's when it was just about no wind. Let's take and put these last 5 rounds next door. You see that? No wind. Man, ain't God good. That last group, folks, wind went calm. Yes. Yeah, it went totally calm. That is outstanding. I love it, love it, love it. Folks, thank you. Thank you for joining me and supporting me in 2022 over at dayattherange.com. Hopefully we're going to have some more content coming your way. In the first video, I got this little conundrum. I got a Tikka I could sneak out of the house. You've seen the 455. You've seen the CZ 452. So is it time for a 457? Is it time for a Tikka that I could sneak away from Big Red from time to time? Or should I just forgo it? Because you know what? He'll loan it to me. I don't necessarily have to sneak it all the time, but he'll loan it to me. Or is it Bergera time? I don't know. I've been saving up the funds, thinking about it for quite some time. Help me out down below. Tell me which one it is. Tell me where you would go and what you think might be the shining star and the staple for dayattherange.com in 2023. Thank you, guys. I'm going home. Wait a minute. Let's do a comparison. You saw me in the other video shooting some CCI standard velocity that I found in the range bag. Well, let's finish out those last 2 targets. We couldn't go home with 2 empty targets, right? Let's finish out the last 2 targets comparing the groups. The CCI standard velocity with the 2000s boat shim, and the previous video was with the 4000 boat shims. Let's do it. See what we come up with. Hey, boy, I hope I don't shoot that camera. I got it right in front of the target to try to give you all a better view. Might not be the smartest thing I've done. Let's get this thing right. And balanced. Here we go. Whoa. Wind. Oh man, not so great with the 2000s. I think it was a better group. I got 10 rounds in this magazine. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put all 10 on the last target, which I think is the same thing I did at the previous video. Oh, check it out. Not too bad from the old Tikka. Oh yeah, folks. I tell you what, I'm really loving this KRG Bravo stock too. I mean, no neck strain or anything. The cheek weld is just right for me. This is a really nice setup from old Big Red. The barrel is threaded on this TikkaT1X. Maybe, what do you guys think? Hey, do me a favor. I know I've asked you to support dayattherange.com. Let me give something back to you with a thermos. But also, one more thing. Plead with Big Red down below to ask him to let me keep it for maybe another week. Maybe we should do some accuracy testing with suppressor on the TikkaT1X. Are you guys interested? I know I'd love to do it for you, but I'm leaving it up to you to comment down below and tell old Big Red, hey, forgive him. We know he snuck out with it, but forgive him. Let him keep it for an additional week to do some suppressor and TikkaT1X testing. Guys, I really thank you for you all putting up with my BS. What a great time on the range, even in this inclement weather. And yes, camera's getting wet downrange. I'm going home, folks. As my luck would have it, I turn off the camera and shoot this group. Look how that target's moving in this wind. Shot that group right there with SK Standard Plus. Really? Out of the Tikka? Oh man, time to go home.